No, it was great. Grilled cheese sandwiches and this, that, and the other. Like, I think I finally come to peace with the fact that I don't like Street Fighter 4 anymore. But, you know,
welcome to the club.
It was because of how awesome KOF was. Not only did I able to beat Chris G, which really made me satisfied, because I could tell he doesn't really care about the game. You know, I did that. I tied with Justin. You know, I still want to play Justin because I think it's not going to be a very good match for him.
Right.
I really want to see, you know, how he plays the game. I remember I played him once at MLG Anaheim a long time ago, and he beat me, but I'm a lot better than I was back then. I've been putting in tons of work. As far as just the approach and, you know, being really, really good at KOF and not being good at Street Fighter really fast, you know?
Right.
But
that's definitely a transition coming into KOF. Like, you know, too many things you got to think about on an instant, just like you were talking to me about.
Yeah.
And when you actually see that and just try to emulate it or even closely, it's just like your mind gets boggled sometimes.
Yeah. When you get down to the understanding of the game and where the actual mix-ups are and the amount of control you need to actually capitalize on them, that's, you know, when the game becomes super hard, and when, you know, to be good at it, it takes way more skill than it does in Street Fighter, or I would wager any other 2D fighter. I would say Marvel at the top has a very, very high skill cap, but, you know, the key point that I think people don't understand is that Street Fighter 4 has a low skill cap.
Right.
Once you learn how to safe jump option select and the options off your untechable knockdowns, your offense does its work for you. You don't have, like, once you learn how to do that, you don't have to learn anything else on offense. You might do it once in a blue moon to be tricky, but the idea is you don't have to do anything else. The hard part is learning the defense and the footsies, but you have few options when it comes to the defense and footsies. You just have to be at the right spot or just hit the right button. It's not a whole lot of, well, I have 4 different jumps to choose from, and I have different properties on my normals other than invincibility that might be useful. Right. You know, things like that.
So we got some Kenso and Elizabeth action. What are your thoughts on Elizabeth? I don't think she's really too good in the game. Or
well, she is good, but you have to play very much a misdirection heavy game. You know the quarter forward and quarterback kicks?
Right.
Imagine if I did close C quarterback kick. Like, you're still stuck in block stun, but I'm like weaving outside of your range. And if I think you're going to hit a button, all I have to do is shore you A, which is semi-safe if I do it at max spacing. But if I think you're not going to do it, out of quarterback kick, I can do quarter forward kick. You can do ching-ching.
Okay.
So it's kind of like Diamond's Roll. You can do specials during it,
right.
Except it's not, unlike Diamond's Roll. You can do it at any time.
Okay.
More or less, I think it's at any time until you hit like one of the later recovery frames. So the idea is you can do a lot of string into quarterback kick and then play with them. And if they try to hit a button, you can just shore you them and get really good damage because you just got a raw one. You know, and you can spend a bar to max that damage out, or pretty much any time you land one of those uppercut things, you get a nice ambiguous jump B cross up any single time if you set it up right. So, I mean, her air normals are average. You might argue below average. Not a whole lot of range, but she has good air-to-air and good air-to-ground in her jump CD. Her jumping in normals, like for starting combos, that's where she's weak. Like she's not gonna be catching people blocking a whole lot and actually hitting with like a jump D or something like that. She might land a cross up or something, but you notice he teched out of that normal throw.
Right.
She can't start her offense with a normal throw. She's got a zone right, so but she needs to be playing that misdirection game with the quarterback kick, quarter forward punch, quarterback kick, quarter forward punch, and they're like, fuck, I can't get in, and then you run in and command grab because they're thinking too much.
Right.
You know, like so with Elizabeth, you start off a little bit defensively, just a little bit. If they're not gonna play defensively, you can just hop CD and stuff, you know, and that'll work. But the idea is if they're good and they know like to avoid your stuff, then what you have to do is you have to quarter A a lot and play more patiently and just build meter like that. Or you have to do is be like, okay, they understand how to stop the quarter A. You know, like I was actually with punishing Show.
Right.
I'm like, don't do it, because I was waiting for it. I'm like, oh, don't do it, detonate him. You know, a lot of characters can do that if they're waiting for it. But if they're waiting for it, I'm not thinking about anything else. All he has to do is hop CD. You know what I'm saying? And he's in. The other thing about Elizabeth is she has no great confirm off crouch B. You have to do crouch B, crouch A, shore you A. That's it. You can't do 3 attacks. Also, her frame traps are... She doesn't have really good frame traps. She has crouch B to close C, and that's it. After you do 2 crouch Bs, you basically have to quarter A, because all her other normals are too slow. Crouch B doesn't even work. Like, you're too far.
Wow.
So you have to crouch B, quarter A, or crouch B, nothing. Mix that up with crouch B, close C, and, of course, nothing else. But that's why she has a command grab. So she doesn't need, you know, all that super good stuff. Now, she doesn't have a 1 frame, but it does great damage. The EX1 gives her good combos and good setups. You know, so, like, when it comes to Elizabeth, you have to start by playing defensively and scare them with quarter A, and depending on their response to quarter A is how you decide how you want to play the match. And in some characters, you know, the hop CD can be just, like, it's the perfect 45-degree angle, so some characters can't deal with attacks at that angle sometimes. You know, things like that.
So we got Show taking game 1. There was some vice action.
Drop combos, oh no! And then she's got parry. EX parry is a free combo
Okay.
if you land it. Regular parry, it's less. I'm still wonky on the regular parry. I know. Like it's kind of like Mr. Karate. If you parry a regular parry something slow enough, technically you get close C. But you probably shouldn't. Like your opponent's probably gonna be bad if you parry something that bad. You know. So and you have the low and the high parry obviously. But the EX parry I think is both.
Right.
I have to double check. But the idea is on the regular parry, I think you just have some frame advantage. That's pretty much it. But you also have like the EX DP and the EX command grab, which are both invincible. So if you have a bar and you land a regular parry, you have this little mix-up where they don't really want to block too much. Because remember, EX command grab, you get a mix-up. EX command grab, you get quarter A and quarter C and then whatever else you want. So, you know. Also, it's really important that you learn the meterless mix-ups with Elizabeth. Like what it is, I remember I learned this from Romance. Say you land close C forward B, and you go Shoryu C, right? As they come down, you do Shoryu A, then you do a full jump A. Full jump light punch, and then you hyper hop. Full jump A, and then you hyper hop B, and when that B is ambiguous. Depending on when you press the button, it'll be left or right. And then off of that B, if it hits, close C, do it again. You know. So Alonso right now dealing with the corner pressure. Corner pressure I was talking about here.
And he switched from Kenzo to from Mr. Karate to Kenzo. What are your thoughts on that? Why do you think he did that? Is that a matchup specifically?
Well, he plays better with Kenzo. He's better at the neutral game. Like with his Mr. Karate, he tends to rely on jump CD and uppercut for the bulk of his damage. Now, the thing is, he's not really confirming off counter hit CDs. He's basically just sort of being fortunate to get the damage after the CD is blocked sometimes. Like he's not super great at confirming yet, but he gets lots of damage on that uppercut. He gets a lot of mileage when he gets to the corner game. He does know the corner combo when he does get it, and he's getting 500-600 plus off that for a drive. Okay. So stuff like that. And no, Elizabeth's parry does not work on any projectiles, but that's not what it's for. The idea is you can think of it as an alternate frame trap. If you're in their face and you think they're mashing button, you could parry the button, and sort of like mix them up and be like, I don't think I should be hitting buttons, and then you command grab,
So yeah, I was asking Alonso, how do you handle Kim? It seems that everything that he does is safe, especially forward D.
Well, it's not. Like what it is, there's a couple things. First of all, standing D does not hit anyone crouching on the first hit. First hit always whiffs. So if you think he's going to far D, just hit crouching A. Now, it'll go over a lot of crouch Bs, but it doesn't go over crouching As and stuff. Like, let's see, with Kim, with Hua, do crouch C. Just be like, boom, straight out. If he does far D, you'll pop him. Okay. There's things, so you could pop the far D if you're crouching. Just hit buttons that are not crouch Bs. Hit any other button. Hit any other button. Crouching A, crouching C. If you're like a crouching A or a crouch C will probably do you best there. More than likely, he'll run into it and you'll have frame advantage, right? So far D, first hit doesn't hit anyone crouching. Second off, he does have advantage off it. So just keep in mind if he does get the far D on block, don't hit a button because he's probably going to crouch be there. Understand the safe jump. Understand when the jump is not safe and when you can reversal. He basically has to hop A as soon as possible off of certain knockdowns. If he doesn't hop as soon as possible, it wasn't safe. You could reversal that. Like right there. See, he did a bunch of crouch Bs and then far D, right? All you gotta do is hit a crouch A and he'll run into it. But obviously, if you crouch A, he could hop in again. Right. But if he starts hopping in again, stand A. Remember that tutorial video where it's like, oh, they're over here now. Now it's stand A beats hop, crouch D beats stand A, and hop in beats crouch D, or just block.
So it just seems like that game is more enhanced with him than other characters. Well, not really, but just kind of sort of with the options he has. I just have to just fight against Kim a lot more. I don't get that much practice against Kim.
Yeah. Was that 2?
I think that's 1-1.
It's 1-1, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. No, but his Kim ain't bad. But like the thing about Kim is really, really good at both low and high levels. Because at a low level, name a character that has a 4-poke string in KOF that doesn't require you mash the button. I'll tell you right now, unless you're really good with Daimon, Kim is the easiest, most accessible one. Daimon can do standing A, crouching B, stand B. Now the crouch B, stand B doesn't chain. But that's why it's awesome, because they'll crouch B, all get away, stand B hit. Last I did that string a lot. Close A, crouch B, stand B. Okay. Remember that. Just remember that the last 2 don't chain, but the crouch B is good enough. You'll catch people with the stand B. But like the idea is, yeah, it's an automatic safe jump with Kim, and if you play Street Fighter, it's really easy to understand. You already know safe jumps. And then there's the crouch B pressure. You just crouch B 3 times and see what they do. But there's lots of little things that people don't take advantage of. Standing B is negative. Standing D, people don't understand the first hit doesn't hit crouching. People don't punish the quarterback kick in the air. They tend to just block it and then just let the pressure continue. The Kim player should try not to forward A because he's put in a situation where he has to guess. If I predict you're going to do nothing on forward A, I can punish it by running up. You know, if you do forward A nothing, I just run up close to you. So you want to forward A something, but both of those are not safe. The quarter forward kick is going to be negative. Oh, actually, you pop off on block, and the quarterback kick is obviously a full punish. So, but the idea is, you know, there's a little guess there. Just like Shoryu FADC forward with Ryu, his advantage. Same deal on his forward A, it's just a guess. Okay. But, you know, he doesn't have advantage in the mind games. It's just, do you understand all the options? You know? You know, if you understand all the options, that's the first part. But yeah, Kim's got a great, he probably has one of the better jump CDs in the game. Excellent range on it, and it does hit air to ground and air to air, you know? I think King's is better because that up-down angle it has. That up-down angle makes it really, really easy for me to time it. Because if I hit it at the same time on each jump, it'll be a good air to air and a good air to ground. You know, same with Iori's jumping D, that up-down thing, you know? Okay. Andy's jump CD, up-down, you know?
Yeah, Andy's is really good.
Those up-down attacks are really, really useful. If you have one, you know, it's really important that you use it. Now, Kim's jumping D is probably the worst up-down jump normal in the game. Not to mention, he doesn't really need it. Jumping C can cross up if you do it right. It's really hard, though. But jumping C can cross up, and then, of course, he's got safe jumps for days. Oh, safe jump. See that? Blew that crap up. Oh, no punish. Alonso's clapping for himself because he really, really wants this badly. He's cheering himself on. See, that's motivation.
So we got Mystique Vice.
Where's Alonso's cheering crew? He's about to do this. He's never beaten Show in tournament. Boom. Get blown up. Ooh. Oh, that's roll command grab. We got some CDS2 in here. Nice block. Ah, ta! Bloody. Uh-oh, that hurts. She can super cancel that. I think he chose not to do that. He just wanted the HD. I should just wow instead of whistle. I'm sorry for whistling. But boom! Oh, he didn't do it. No, I showed him. I probably shouldn't have showed him this, but if you do that in the corner and then you full flash kick with D, that does more damage than the one bar with the super. Just a little more damage. So I showed him that, and now he's doing it mid-screen all the time. And I'm like, no, wrong combo. But he does do the right combo sometimes, so it's okay. Okay, Show opting to save meter. Noticing he got a lot of air to airs. I know his reaction time's good enough, so he's opting to save meter on that one.
Moving down to our last characters. Last set, Half-Life on Vice, the full drive.
Damn it. Oh, a little slow on that, excuse me, a little fast on that command grab. Probably shouldn't have EX'd it either. Not really any huge damage you're going to get it off of it. Oh, that was it. That was the jump D.
Don't drop your combo.
Oh, I predict shenanigans. No shenanigans. All right, let's go. Oh, nice. Don't pull the trigger on that, Alonso. Very tense. Yep. And Alonso gives him a hug there. Came so close. Couldn't pull it off. I got to go play Show now.